I'm going to show you how to draw or color in the flowers from the sketch. The colors that you're going to use are yellow, light pink, a peach, maroon, and a yellow-orange. The first color that you're going to use is yellow. Now I went ahead and drew the outline of the sketch, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply, it was messed up, so make sure your yellow doesn't have any color. I'm going to apply yellow first, and I want to go as even as possible. Now usually I like to erase all the pencil marks, but I think that I could fade them away with the other color pencil. So then once I get my yellow all over, I am then going to use the peach. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply the peach in the areas that have midtones. And then after that, I can go ahead and spread it. After I put a tone down with the peach, I am going to use the yellow-orange very lightly in some areas. Now, this yellow-orange is going to help me define some of these petals, and I want to build up with a light pressure first. I want to pay attention to where the petals meet, and that's where I would add this yellow-orange. And then I'm trying to soften up those edges by going in circles. I want to leave some space in between so that the yellow can show through. We want to make sure that to pay attention to where things meet. So for example, the darker areas, we want to get them to look as close to the picture as possible. It doesn't have to be exact, it just has to be close enough. Okay, so once you have your midtones, you're going to get your pink and apply pink in certain areas. Once I added the pink, I will get the maroon and start applying some of it where the darker areas are. Then what I need to do now is go back and forth between my midtone, which is the orange, the pink, and I'm going to try to blend in as much as possible so that they can combine together. Remember, you want to build up your pressure so that your tones can start looking blended. If you apply too much pressure too fast, it's not going to blend as well. Now I think I need a little bit of brown, so I'm going to just add a tiny bit to the center here. Now if you guys have a napkin or one of these blending sticks, it works pretty well for tiny areas to blend out some of those harsher shadows. If you are doing it with a napkin, try to roll your napkin in a point, and that should help. Now while you're blending, try to apply a little bit of pressure so that your colors can blend together. Try not to blend all, because then you're not going to be able to erase some of those highlights that we're going to do. I am going to use a little bit of a dark, well, light brown, sorry, to try to overlap some of this red that I did so that we can get those shadows. Once you have all your color on, then what you're going to do, you're going to get an eraser and erase the highlights. You're going to have to add a little bit of pressure so that it could take away some of that color. Then once you are done, then you're going to go to the background and that's going to make it pop out a little bit more. You could repeat the process for the rest of the flowers.